we're going to start introducing features. And I was reminded last night when a young lady called in of someone I used to work with years and years ago, a computer and gadgets expert called Stephen Murdoch. Now, he used to work at ISO Solutions, and he used to come in on when I was at LBC and at Absolute. Had a little bit of bad luck in his life. But I was reminded yesterday, and I got in touch, managed to track down Stephen Murdoch today, so he's coming on the show for the first half an hour of the programme. If you've got any questions about computers, gadgets, you can't get your... look how old I am, I was going to say you can't get your video to record. Anything like that, he will be able to sort it out. The man is a genius. 0844 499 1000. We'll call you back. Stephen joins you on the line now. Good evening, Stephen.
Hello there. Hello, great to speak to you after all this time.
It is great, and I know you don't want to dwell too much on what's happened, but for those people that, I mean, we probably spoke on air 5 years ago?
That's right, yes, I used to come into LBC. I don't know for any of your old, any of your old listeners who might remember me from those days.
Well, we had someone yesterday who actually had a problem with one of the things you recommended. That's fine.
Oh dear.
Yes, that's fine. Thanks for coming on. We got you for the whole first half hour, which is great.
Okay.
Sorry?
Okay, I don't know I can stay all that. No, I'll do my best. Do my best to help.
We've got the Angels lady coming up at 10:30 to talk about angels.
What is that? An angel lady?
What's just very in a sentence, Stephen? If you can you summarise the last 5 years?
Oh well, I left ISO. I work for a Japanese company now. I'd rather not say which one. I keep myself very much involved with technology, where things are going, computing.
You've been to prison, haven't you?
Yes, I have. I don't like to mention that too much, but yes, and I'm all right. I'm fine now. So,
and this is
we've moved on. We've moved on.
Stalking.
Well,
would you call it stalking?
That's not quite what it was. I was not found guilty of that. Harassment is not the same as stalking.
Okay.
I would like, I probably should set that clear. I want to set that record clear right at the start. No, it's quite an important thing, but
okay, well,
it was not. It was
fine. Let's talk about the.
Can I just say it's kind of quite important that it was harassment. No, it's very important. It was harassment.
Okay.
I want to say
Stephen, I'm going to let you do it. You've just gone from not wanting to talk about it to I just thought that maybe you'd want to talk to us about Apple and the bad luck that Apple is having.
Right. Before we get into the Apple thing, which I was quite happy to talk about, I just wanted to set the record straight. It was harassment. It wasn't anything violent, and it wasn't actually, strictly speaking, stalking. With quite a well-known pop personality. Well, that's well documented.
It was in the press. Apple have had, they've lost $40 billion, of their worth. They're down, Apple shares are down 8%. Where's it gone wrong for what was an unstoppable tech company?
Right, well, Apple, as you say, I've had the figure at 8 billion myself. I thought it was 5.5 billion pounds.
No, it's 8.
Compared with this time last year, then the shares have fallen quite right.
8%, and it's down $40 billion. So it's 5 times more than you think.
Well, I don't. Sorry. Well, I don't work for Apple, so I'm not. I know those figures. The figures are just ones I picked up from the industry. Okay, so Apple. Shall I continue? Right. So Apple, I mean, basically, what the chances for Apple, I think, really, let's face it, they're not dynamic. They release something twice a year. They're a long way from the breadline. Let's put it that way. They're reported to have $20 billion in offshore reserves alone. I think what the future for Apple is, there's a lot of people believe that...
Where's it gone wrong? Where's it gone wrong for Apple, Stephen?
Right, well, as I was saying, Ian, they only release something twice a year. They need to come out with more stuff, more inventions. There's all sorts of things they could be doing. Health tracking advice is very, very big for them. The Apple car is something.
Well, they
the
do.
iPhone SE,
The argument I heard from, well, there's a guy called Fevsy, the gadget detective, on another station,
right,
was that there's only so many iPhones you can sell, and they've saturated the market. Would you agree with Fevsy?
Well, yes, I think that I know him actually. I know him, and I do often agree with what he says. What I think they need to do is get more into the virtual reality. I've just come back from the Stoke-on-Trent computer fair. They were showing off a virtual reality. I actually had to go on Lucy, which sounds rude until I tell you she's a 1.6 bot. She's got a nice bot. Unfortunately, it's made of titanium steel. It's a robot. I've made that joke to all the guys and they laughed there. There's robots. That's the sort of thing to get into virtual reality where you can...
No, I totally disagree with sex with a robot.
It's a clip I've got. It's just a clip I've got there that fits in with what you were saying. Sorry, I'll play it again.
I missed that. Sorry.
I'll play it again.
No, I totally disagree with sex with a robot.
It's a clip I've got.
Sorry, is there someone in you've got someone in there? Is that Fez?
No, I've got...
Is Fezzy in there?
No, not Fevsy.
No, I totally disagree with sex
It's a recording. It's an app on my computer. You probably heard of it, Soundboard, and I've just got lots of things triggered on there.
Right, okay.
Will Guyatt, who's another computer guy who's excellent, was saying that this is not going to be a massive problem for Apple, that they will be able to turn this around.
Right, okay. Well, perhaps you get him and Fezzy on.
Yeah, well, maybe next time we will.
You seem to be more interested in quoting them and accusing me of things that I haven't done, but never mind.
Rory's on the line. Good evening, Rory.
Oh, hello, Ian. How are you?
Good, thank you. You're through to Stephen Murdoch. What's your computer gadget or technical problem?
Oh, it's the LBC podcast app. I installed it and it cost quite a lot of money, and the podcasts are not of very good quality. They keep mentioning the EU and stuff like that, and then sometimes they just don't work. But the Talk Radio one's much better. Also, the Talk Radio app can't.
If we can get to the question, please, Roy, because there's loads of calls.
I can't really answer questions about some of the LBC podcasts. I don't really, with all due respect, I don't really have any say on that.
All right. Well, not LBC. The Talk Radio app. I tried to install it on my iPod and it wouldn't go on my iPod.
So what's the question, please, Rory? Can we get to the question?
Which kind of the question?
The question is,
just get to the question, please, Rory. We've got big queue people that want to talk.
Okay. The question is,
yes.
The question is, where am I going to get a computer?
Where is Stephen? Where is
ridiculous?
Where is Rory going to get a computer? That was the question.
What's that got to do with downloading a podcast?
Where would he get a computer?
Well, a computer shop. PC World.
Rory, does that answer your question?
Yes, that's amazing.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's go.
Ridiculous.
Oh, hang on a second. Sorry, Stephen.
Held responsible for podcasts not downloaded.
Let's go to Kyle. Yes, Kyle, you're through to Stephen Murdoch.
Oh, hi Ian. Hi, Stephen. I just wondered what Stephen made of Google Cardboard and the 3D virtual reality.
Oh, this is actually ridiculous. Are you?
Carl,
yeah, is that? Go on, sorry, Ian.
I'm really sorry, Stephen. This was not right. He's gone. 08444991000. Let's try Leon. Leon, you're through to Stephen Murdoch. What's your question,
Google
please?
Cardboard. What's that when it's at home?
Yeah. Hello. I called last night. Stephen gave some advice on the radio on a previous show that you had.
No, it was were you the girl that called last night?
Yeah, I called last night.
Yeah, it was a girl.
He gave advice on how to water cool a PC from an air cool system, and it involved
water cool and what is it?
Water cool the PC.
A water cool the PC. I don't know what you're talking about. Water cool the PC. What's that?
Well, you give the advice.
Well, I don't know what you. A water cool the PC. I've never heard of that. Ian, I can't stay here for half an hour.
No, you're not running away from me, Stephen.
Down the line.
No, don't let him run away from me, Ian.
No, hang on a minute. I think there maybe is a problem with the line. Stephen, he's talking about a water... Cooled... PC. So the water cools the PC?
I had temperature problems. My PC was heating up.
All right, Leon,
Leon,
just calm down ever so slightly if you
would.
Ian,
sorry.
Right, there's something with if I get you right, you come on here. You've got a PC, I understand, and it's overheating. And you've phoned up Iain's show, and then you've asked me. You want to cool it down, presumably. It's overheating. It's malfunctioning as a result of the temperature.
Exactly,
and you've come on here, and you've suggested to me that there's something that is cooled by water that's running.
No.
Is that what you're saying?
No, you advised people to place water inside the case of the PC.
Absolute nonsense.
Well, I mean...
Absolute nonsense. Do you want me to... I've come on here in good faith, Iain. I don't really have time.
Let's just try another one.
Here. You've accused me of all sorts.
Well, you served 3 years in prison for stalking Charlene Spiteri. Neil's on the line. Neil.
How dare you?
Hello.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Iain.
You're through to Stephen Murdoch. What's your question, please?
Hello. Yeah, basically, I've got a question about canals. I was wondering, I like pole fishing on canals.
No.
If there was any computer technology that I can use to aid my fishing, pole fishing on a canal.
Are there any apps?
That's ridiculous.
Any apps, Stephen, to aid? Well, there are some apps that will aid your pole, but that will aid pole fishing for Neil.
On canals.
Right, I've got an app for you. I've got an app where you can put together your pole and shove it where the sun don't shine.
That's not very nice. I mean, Iain knows about canals.
I'm going to go in a minute.
Being a radio presenter, formerly of WM in the Black Country, where there are a lot of canals and a lot of canal fishers.
And you want to what? An app that does what?
Well, I wondered if there was any technology that would aid my fishing, basically. That's just a simple question, quite innocent, really. Right, I'm not an offensive Wednesday night warrior.
Right, well, no doubt there are some apps that will tell you...
It's not Charlene Spiteri you're talking to, Stephen, so a bit of respect.
She gave me a come on. Singing, dancing all over the place. I heard the message.
To be honest, mate, I'd rather talk to Iain anyway, if I'm quite honest.
Right, well, you speak to Iain then, I'm going.
Oh, you hang up then, pal. Go on, hang yourself up.
Right, thank you, goodbye.
Ta-da. How's it going, Iain?
Talk Radio. Listen. Phone. Talk. Talk Radio.